How goes it, everyone, and welcome back to Tribes Ascend, Something from Nothing. If you don't know the concept behind this series, feel free to look in the video description. I stopped introducing it last episode, a couple episodes ago. Regardless, it is there if you're curious. Now, we are in a little bit of a strange situation this time because the new update has come out. The release was, in fact, rather sudden, and you might even say that the release came out of the blue. Thank you, thank you. I'll be here all night. So, the thing is, I have a few episodes already recorded of the previous patch on my hard drive. And because these had some entertaining plays and some good shots in them, I didn't really want to just scrap them. So what we're going to do is go ahead and post these, but I'm going to do it at sort of a more rapid rate. So today, you're going to get 2 episodes covering 2 different classes. And then the next time I upload Tribes videos in a couple days or so, you'll get 2 more, and then we'll be caught up. And then we can really go in-depth checking out the new update. Because I am curious to do that. I have actually not logged into this particular account since updating. Which should be interesting because I have not actually bought any weapons or anything with this account. So, yeah. Should be fun. But regardless, for now, we're just going to be doing this a little bit longer. In case you haven't figured it out by now, this particular episode was going to be my first few matches with the Brute class, which of course no longer exists. However, it's not too much of an issue because you can actually make your own Brute class with the new class creation system. So, yeah, it's not too bad. Although what you'll probably find is that using just brute weapons limits you a little bit more than throwing on some a more varied kit, we'll say. But regardless, the funny thing about the brute class is that when I first played it several years ago, I really hated it. Just because you're so fat, you have very little mobility, and although you have a lot of health, you can be killed very easily by somebody hovering over your head. Yes, thank you, I have a shotgun too. The thing is, Brute is really meant for sort of indoor usage, where you just run in, kill every fool who's in the room, and then survive for as long as possible. Probably get killed at some point, run back and repeat. That said, however, if you are pretty good at making your spin fuser shots, you can be incredibly deadly outdoors as well. The thing is, a lot of times people will sort of target you because they see you as a big target, and won't really expect you to be able to make those shots. Now, with the current update, a heavy spin fuser will no longer one-shot a light class, but in this update, you actually could. So you could one-shot a Pathfinder or an infiltrator who saw you and said, "Oh, I'm going to go get this easy kill." This guy with the shock lance, really? Are we doing this? Are we really doing this? No, we are not. See ya. So, basically, it's going to be a little bit trickier, although now, of course, you have access to a more varied range of weapons, so you'll be a little bit more prepared for whatever situation you need to be in. This actually brings up an interesting point that, well, a somewhat interesting point that you hear a lot of people discuss, that being, should you be camping the generator? I know this comes up a lot in YouTube comments. Now, I've said before in the past that really you shouldn't be camping the generator, and I still stand by that. However, I think it was sort of misunderstood when I said that in an older video. It's not a zero-sum game. In other words, people were thinking that I was saying, never ever camp the generator, don't even bother with the generator. No, not at all. Essentially, the truth of should you camp the generator lies somewhere in the middle, as it tends to with most most issues. Basically, destroying the generator is an incredibly useful part of the attack, and in fact, it's sort of what the Brute is meant for. The thing is, if you just go in the generator, destroy it... Ooh, that shot. Nice. I'm gonna have to pause and see this one. Yep. You're not getting off that easy. No death to fall damage for you, sir. Anyways, thing is, yes, it is very useful to go in and destroy the generator, not only because it knocks out base turrets and radar, as well as the vehicle pad and that sort of thing. It also directs attention away from the flag. So, in fact, taking out the generator is a pretty important part of disruption, which is a very important job in this particular game. What you don't want to do, however, is destroy the generator and then take a hike. And then just sit there and wait for people to come back. The thing is, yeah, you are being useful, but you could be more useful doing something else. So what I would recommend, and what I've sort of explained in some older videos, is that really the best way to go, yes, go kill the generator. If people keep rushing in after you, then yeah, stay down there, just keep killing them, because again, you're being useful, and that you're diverting attention away from the rest of your team, who are hopefully grabbing the flag or defending the flag. You know, the more people that are down there in the generator, the less people that can be on flag defense, chasing, or disruption. So, that's good. What you don't want to do, however, is go in the generator, kill a couple people, and then sit there for several minutes, waiting, hoping somebody else will show up. What you'll find is the more useful thing to do is go down, kill the generator, and then sort of roam around the outside, maybe hang out just outside the generator room, or hop up onto the flag stand, play disruption for a little bit. Then when people go to chase you, maybe run back down into the generator, kill him, because if you're a brute, you have the advantage there. That guy was freaking out, did you see that? He explained to me after I killed him that it was because his weapon disappeared, which is a known glitch. It does happen. Just bad luck, that. But, anyways, that's what I would recommend, is I would recommend go into the generator, kill the dudes. If there's some downtime, leave the generator, play disruption for a minute, and then run back in. And that tends to work very, very well. The thing is, if people know that you're in the generator room, then they either know that if they let the generator room go, you're not an issue, or they know exactly where to find you. Whereas if you're sort of running around, there's a lot more, they're going to have a lot more trouble finding you and dealing with you, so you'll probably live longer. Now, that's pretty much my opinion on that. As always, you know, feel free to post agreeing or dissenting opinions. Yes, I did just get hit in the face with a fusion mortar and survive. I think, you know, I think this is a good time to return the favor, honestly. Tag. You're it. But, going back to the topic at hand, before I get distracted again, I would say that is pretty much how I view attacking the generator. Nothing in this game is really a zero-sum game, except for, as far as roles go. Except for maybe, like, capping. You know, if you're the capper, that's pretty much all you're doing. If you're the chaser, that should pretty much be all you're doing. But, for the other classes and the other roles, I mean, why not? If you have some downtime, go do something else. Not only will you be more useful to your team, you'll get more kills. And so everybody's a winner. I'm really surprised I survived this, by the way. Nope. And nope. I gotta say, I do kind of miss being able to one-shot people with a spin fuser shot. But I would be lying if I said I didn't think it was for the best that that's not in the game anymore. I think that the general theme of the new patch was sort of trying to equalize everybody a little bit more. This guy just completely destroys me, by the way. Wow. Honestly, I should have just quit and uninstalled the game right there, because I will never be able to come back from that, but for you guys, I decided to continue on. It's not often you get killed by the Doombringer who's running the flag in a single shot. But regardless, that will not, of course, happen anymore because you can no longer get killed in a single shot. Unless, of course, you're missing health as I was. But moving on. I guess, in general, I'm starting to see the new patch as a positive. I stated before that I was very much on the fence about it, and I still kind of am. But the thing is, you know, Hi-Rez fully acknowledged that when the patch came out, it was not at all going to be balanced. So they're going to be tweaking it, and tweaking it, and tweaking it until they get it just right, hopefully. That's the hope, at any rate. Ooh, good shot. So really, I'm not particularly worried about it. I think that it's going to be good. And honestly, even if it's not... like, even if it's equally good compared with the old patch, the fact that it's gotten more people playing and sort of revived the game is good enough for me, honestly. Now, as I said in the previous video, we don't know for sure if these people are going to stick around, but even just the revived interest in it, I think that on its own is a good enough thing to justify the new patch. Hopefully we get some new blood into the game. I would love to see new people get into it. And I think now's a really good time because the classes have been equalized a little bit more. So if you happen to be watching this and don't play Tribes Ascend, by all means do it. What I would recommend, however, is not putting any cash into the game for a little bit, just to see if it, you know, if the community sticks around. I did put money into this game, mostly for voice packs and cosmetics, although early on I did actually buy a boost, which was pretty helpful in unlocking stuff more quickly. Although now it's not really an issue because they've cut all the weapon prices in half compared to what they were before, so you can unlock stuff pretty fast now, as far as I can tell. Although with this new account, I have not actually unlocked anything yet, other than the classes. By the way, check this out. Oh, get wrecked. Let's watch that again. Oh, you need that ammo? Oh, okay, I guess you need the ammo then. Well, too bad. Yeah. Never in my life have I seen someone get so utterly destroyed. Except for me earlier by that Doombringer. But regardless, we're almost done here. I'm going to have one more of these episodes up today, so by all means go check that one out if you want to. I think it's going to be the Infiltrator one? Yeah, it'll be the Infiltrator one, I guess. So, that should be interesting. Some of Infiltrator's weapons, of course, don't exist anymore, and we'll get into that. But, yeah, we're just about done here. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll finish this off. I really don't care for this shotgun too much, but it has its uses. Particularly in those sorts of situations where you have the dude with the auto weapon attacking you. Yep. Goodbye. You know what? I think I'm going to go capture the flag as Brute, because that seems like a good idea. It seems like a thing that you should do all the time. Yeah, look at that speed. Gotta go fat. And I can honestly say I did not expect that turret to be there. So, well done, sir. Well done. That's about it. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one.